It's happening. We have a match preview of Arsenal versus Manchester City at the Emirates Stadium on Sunday evening. Let's just say 4:30 kickoff. Now there's nobody in here, which is fine because I do these videos so a man can see it when it goes up. But yeah, still no signings in this transfer window. You know, we came in with a late bid for Ollie Watkins. I mean, I don't know what the situation is with David Raya and injury. I don't know even. In fact, what I'm both doing is going on the website and trying to find out exactly what's what, because so it's a muscular issue, so we have to wait and see. That's on the fitness of David Raya. Ben White's not going to play. He's definitely not going to play. Right. Man saying he's very confident with the work that the club is doing and exploring every single opportunity. And this is for the transfer window. Yeah, so we don't know what the deal is exactly, apart from just too bit of muscular issue. So unless this is tactics that he's doing, you know what I mean? I was saying this earlier on my FC Phase 2 stream. Go check it out, by the way. Man's out here. If he's doing this for he's trying to get tactical and everything like that. He's trying to fool man, right? If that's what he's doing it for, how has he earned the right to have an ego of a Pep Mourinho type? And when you've got that output of Brendan Rodgers, how does that work? How does that work? You have Brendan Rodgers output, and I'm talking Brendan Rodgers in England output. But you I won't even say swagger, but you got this attitude of a Pep or of a Mourinho. You haven't achieved anything to be doing that. You know what I mean? An FA Cup don't cut it. 2 Shields don't cut it. You know what I mean? So if Riot is injured, then you know what I mean. He's injured, isn't it? It just means that we'll have to suffer with Neto in goal, because we saw what he did the other night, didn't we? You know what I mean? That game could have been another clean sheet away from home. If Raya isn't 100%, do not play him in this game then, because we've got Newcastle in the cup, right? We're 2-0 down as it is, so we're going by the way we've been playing. You could say we're 3/4 of the way out of the competition, yeah. But Neto can't play that competition. Why? Because when we signed him, he already played in the EFL Cup game for Bournemouth, so he's cup tied. Smart business from Arsenal. So we'd have to play the kids in goal if Raya's not fit for that game. So the last thing I want is for Arteta to do what he usually does, which is rush players back from injury, right? And Raya doesn't feel he's up to it against Newcastle next week. That's the last thing we need. I mean, well, I've been rambling on a little bit. Let's get into it. This will be a huge test of Arsenal's Premier League credentials as they welcome champions Manchester City, whilst looking to keep the pressure on leaders Liverpool at the top. The Gunners' 2nd and 6 points adrift of Liverpool pre-round look to be finding their groove again after a 5-match unbeaten run in all competitions. 1-4, drawn 1. So yeah, again, we haven't won 5 games in a row yet, which culminated a 2-1 midweek win over Girona that secured UEFA Champions League last 16 berth. In terms of just the Premier League, Arsenal unbeaten in 13 matches, won 8, drawn 5, and have won the most points of any side from game week 11 onwards, 29. The North Londoners have never had a longer unbeaten run under Mikel Arteta, last going 14 league matches without defeat between August and December 2018 under Unai Emery. 3 wins from there, 4 lost 1, suggests Manchester City are also starting to rediscover their best, with the most recent triumph sealing their spot in the Champions League playoffs as they downed Club Brugge 3-1. They start the round 4th and 6 points behind Arsenal, whilst retaining their title looks unlikely. They might still be confident of finishing the season with a top 2 spot should they secure a win here. Now, Man City, right, at one point now won in 12 games in all comps, and only 6 points behind us. Because while they were doing that, we were stumbling ourselves. Yeah. Notice how in the transfer window they went and got some deals done. This is why clubs like that win. This is why clubs like Man City win. Because these men will know what situation they're in, and they'll be like, oh, no, this ain't acceptable. We'll have to do something. What are we doing? The transfer window shuts on the 3rd. And if we don't get anybody, the excuse is going to be nobody was available. And that's what these toxic positive clowns will turn around and use to defend our team. Oh, nobody was available, mate. That's what they'll do. Nobody was available, FC. And if we get somebody, which I do think we'll get somebody, it'll just be a no-namer. Like I said, it'll be somebody where we look at them and we think to ourselves,
who the fuck is this asshole?
It's going to be that kind of signing. Like I said last night. Or was it the night before? Whenever it was. That's what it'll be. That rings especially true when you take into account how Pep Guardiola's men usually become an unstoppable outfit in the second half of the campaign. The citizens have lost just one of their last 40 Premier League matches played from January until the end of the campaign. 133, drawn 6. Jesus Christ. I mean... And even that came on the final day of 2022-23 season at Brentford when they lost 1-0 when they're already champions. So questionable when it comes to injuries is David Raya, and the usual suspects won't play. Now, I'm not seeing Tomiyasu on this list now of will not play. So maybe, just maybe, he's back in training. So Arsenal have won 4 of the last 5, drawing 1. Man City have won 3 of the last 5, losing 1 and drawing 1. And in the last 5 against Man City, sees us win. Hold on a minute. What was that? Oh yeah, I was trying to. I was thinking to myself, when did we draw 0-0? But yeah, it was last season. So our last 5 against Man City, Arsenal won. Well, technically 2 of the last 5 against Man City, if you include the Community Shield. Oh no, we drew the game, and losing 1 and drawing 2, or drawing 3 if you include the Community Shield. With the last one being a 2-2 draw at the Etihad. Before that, a 0-0 draw at the Etihad. Before that, a 1-0 win at the Emirates the last time we played here. And before that, I think it was, what did we win? 4-2 on penalties in the Community Shield at Wembley. And before that, a 4-1 slapping by Man City at the Etihad Stadium. So the standings, obviously, we're second in the table. 6 points behind Liverpool. Obviously, they've got a game in hand, but Liverpool do play before us. Man City on 41 points, 6 points behind us in 4th place. Score prediction for this game, I'm saying Arsenal will win 2-1. Right? Saying that just to be positive, really. But at the same time, I'm looking at how Man City have been against the bigger sides. But obviously they've made a few new signings, so you know maybe Man City have turned over a new leaf now. But I'm just going for a 2-1 win for us. Not that it's going to fool me. If should that happen, not that it's going to fool me and think, oh, maybe we can win the league. But if Liverpool, because Liverpool play before us, they play Bournemouth away from home. And let me just go to the fixtures because it's interesting. So let me go fixtures. So Liverpool play Bournemouth at 3:00 tomorrow, away from home. If Liverpool drop points in that game, we are not beating Man City. Going by the pattern that we've seen of Arsenal, when it's time to take advantage, we don't do it. So we will 100% not beat Man City if Liverpool drop points tomorrow. Whether Liverpool draw, lose, we won't beat Man City. If anything, the likeliness of us beating Man City increases if Liverpool win tomorrow. Because it'll be so us to just beat Man City, but it's like, oh, but Liverpool won anyway. You know what I mean? So just to take that away from the whole thing. So yeah, and then Liverpool then play their game in hand against Everton at Goodison Park. But yeah, I'm just going for the 2-1 win. Goal scorers. Don't really care how the goal scorers are going to be, as long as we get 3 points. We've been absolutely dreadful to watch. You know, but if we stink out a win, we stink out a win. But the way we're playing, it's not feasible. It's clear as day that we need reinforcements up front, but this club's not doing it. This club just won't do it. You know what I mean? They just won't do it. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys think. Like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials. The link is in the description below. And yeah, I will see you guys for the match reaction on Sunday evening, where hopefully we have beaten Man City. And after, hopefully seeing Liverpool drop points tomorrow. But yeah, in terms of FIFA, I keep saying FIFA, but in terms of FC, yeah, the latest episode 10, that was a mad one. I've got the timestamps in there, so any game you want to go to, you know, you can go straight to it. I recommend you check out the game against Plymouth in the FA Cup and the game against Man City in the Premier League. I recommend you go watch those 2 games in particular. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
Come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
because I'm a black belt in karate,
Stop the cap.
come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.